and welcome to the Nature Codes podcast. I'm Amira Daly, an energy healer and mentor. I deliver inspirational tips and shares on how to welcome nature into your life to inspire transformation. I will share with you guidance, tips, and interviews to nurture that special bond between you, the universe, and nature. Hello everyone, welcome, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to my new podcast. This is the first episode that I'm recording and I'm super excited about it. It's going to be great and so good to have you guys here. I'm going to, first of all, in this first episode, just introduce a little bit about myself and about my work. So firstly, I have always been a lover of animals and wildlife. I would say mainly animals, in that I feel like my animal interests lie in the welfare and the emotional support areas, rather than my interest doesn't go into, it goes into the knowledge because I've got a degree and a master's, but my real passion is animal welfare and animal conservation. And so I have looked after animals all my life. I've worked in conservation, global conservation, UK based conservation. I've worked at the RSPCA as a veterinary nursing assistant. The most incredible thing I did was when I left home, in between going to, even in between school and university, I went off to Mexico and conserved turtles, which was an amazing privilege and something that I absolutely adored, because not only was it my first taste of freedom outside of school and the confines of my childhood, my first, I guess, awakening into the adult world. I was immersed in Mexican culture and with a new group of friends and a team, and we had a mission to save turtles. We released hatchlings into the sea, and that was the most amazing thing because it just gave me a sense of freedom, joy, and something great to put my energy into. Great for the planet. I mean, there's not much better than that, really. And then I moved on to conserving forests in Australia. I conserved the coral reefs in Thailand by picking up rubbish debris, scuba diving. I then went on to do multiple UK-based projects, so like working in sanctuaries, animal welfare, RSPCA, veterinary nursing assistant, you name it, I tried it. So yeah, that is where I started, and that was my younger years, if you like. And then once I moved on to university, I studied biology, but specialised in more of the zoology type subjects. So I was learning about animal evolution, I was learning about animal behaviour, plant diversity, that kind of thing. So it was all very earthy, animal orientated science. And then I did, because I had a fascination with evolution and how animals evolved and how we evolved, I moved on to working in paleobiology. And so I did a master's in Bristol in paleobiology, which was amazing. I wouldn't say that I had a massive interest in it. I have a massive interest in evolution rather than paleontology, but it really opened the doors for my media career, which then followed. I found a job as a researcher in wildlife TV, and I worked there in wildlife TV for 15 years, working on some incredible projects, including Blue Planet 2. I did a bit for Planet Earth. I did Nature's Weirdest Events, so many different types of programs. I did children's wildlife with Andy Day. Yeah, just immersed myself in media and wildlife. I wrote articles as well, so I was involved in writing because I do have a love of writing, and I wrote for the Walking with Dinosaurs website, obviously because of my paleontology experience. And I just loved it. It was such a great vibe. The teams were amazing. The BBC Natural History Unit was the best place to work, and the people were great, and I just really enjoyed my time there. But I had another calling in me, and I knew that I wouldn't be there for the whole of my career because I felt like I needed something for me. And so that's when I started to move on to my mental health journey, which all of my life I struggled with anxiety. I had various health issues that I needed to address that weren't being addressed by doctors. And it was because of that disconnection that I got where my health I wasn't being healed. I was given medication to mask symptoms, but at the end of the day, my health issues were not being addressed directly, and I wasn't seeing any improvement in the bigger effects of the illnesses that I had. The anxiety, for one, was just like all consuming at times. And so I embarked on a mental health journey, which then led into my physical health. And I came out of it a different person. I have now addressed my anxiety, and I realised that now it doesn't take over my life. So I will have bouts of anxiety, but I know what it is now. It's like a release for me, and it's not an all-consuming anxiety. It's there for a reason, and I know what the reason is, and I go through the motions, and then it goes, and I'm actually grateful for that understanding now. And because I've cleared so much of my trauma and my toxins and my health issues, the anxiety is very surface now. It doesn't completely consume me. It's like it comes up and then it goes. And then I'll have huge amounts of time without any anxiety at all. And I feel like I'm experiencing joy more. I'm excited about life. I'm like ambitious again, and like before that I kind of almost flatlined with my emotions, like I couldn't reach those kind of levels, and I feel I've definitely deepened myself as a person emotionally. So I feel great strength and knowledge and a sense of achievement that I've managed to overcome my mental health, and that has then dramatically improved my physical health as well. So like a lot of the things that I was going to doctors and specialists for have now been resolved because I have essentially removed the blocks in my system, those blocks that were causing inflammation and issues with my organs and my skin and my you name it. It has been relieved now. And I don't think people realise the impact of your mental health on your physical health. I mean, it shouldn't be classed as two. It is one journey. It is completely one journey. We shouldn't distinguish the two as different because it's the same. If you master your mental health, you will master your physical health. And this is what I've realised on this journey. I think it's just been so incredible to like understand more about how my body works and how I'm connected to the universe and how the universe is connected to me and how I'm connected to other people, and just like the reverberations of the way you think and how it affects your life is just incredible to me. And so this spiritual journey that I've been on has allowed me to really delve deep into what I can bring to other people's lives now. And one of the main reasons why my mental health and my physical health is dramatically changed is because of the body and the emotion code. I had a practitioner that worked on me and I saw benefits straight away. I realized how powerful it was, and I was like so overwhelmed by like how powerful it was, and I just wanted to learn more about it. And so I went on this journey of learning, finding out about my own gifts in the psychic spiritual realm and how developing those and like using those abilities to heal myself as well. It's been life changing. And my health, because of that, has obviously improved. Now I'm like, I want to practice it on other people. And so I started practicing it on people, and I had massive shifts with people, and it was so powerful, and I got so much love from it. But I felt like my passions are animals, and that's where I've come from. I knew that this modality could work on animals, so I started practicing on animals and enjoyed it even more, because animals are so much easier to work on than humans, because animals live in the moment. They don't have like this overthinking ego. I mean, to a much lesser degree if they do. And so releasing emotions has a really strong effect on animals, because they don't go into their overthinking mind and worrying whether it's working or not. They're like completely open to energy. And so I feel like it's even more powerful on animals' health and emotions. And also to find out really that animals have exactly the same emotions as us. They're exactly the same. My practice on humans is exactly the same as my practice on animals. The same emotions come up, the same traumas come up, the same ancestral traumas come up, the same toxins come up. It's exactly the same. If I was to work on a human compared to an animal, it would be the same, except the animal would have probably less trauma and less overthinking, so there wouldn't be as many emotions. But otherwise, it's completely the same. Animals have heart wall blocks, and that's the first thing that I normally work on, because that is the center of your emotional system. And so heart wall blocks are a massive thing to shift that can cause huge reverberations in someone's life. And so, yeah, animals have exactly the same. They've had heart wall blockages all their lives and suffered from the result of it through their behavior and their physical health. And so clearing that is a massive step forward in healing behavior and health issues in animals. And then we can go ahead and release toxins, ancestral emotions, and things from the rest of the body. But yeah, that's where I started, the heart wall. And so now I feel like I just want to spread the word about this work and just make people a bit more aware and understand how powerful this can be, and not just disregard it as like woo woo, because that is really detrimental, because you're basically blocking off something that can change your life. And I think maybe learning a bit more about it might bring a bit more awareness into how powerful these methods are on an animal's health and a human's health as well. And so, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now, and I'm successfully working on clients, shifting people's lives now like I shifted my own. And I'm just so forever grateful for that opportunity, and it just feels so fulfilling for me. And I just wanted to share that journey with you so that maybe it'll inspire others to embark on the same journey, and bring a bit more awareness to this kind of topic. And I think that's where I'm going to take this podcast, is look at this kind of work in more detail and really understand how the body code and the emotion code work, and how our spirituality, our bodies, emotions all interplay. And yeah, I'm really excited to be sharing this information with you. So yeah, thanks so much for listening. I'm very excited to share this podcast with you, and I hope you'll carry on listening and join me on this journey. Sending so much love. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please subscribe to the Nature Codes podcast so you never miss an episode. If you enjoy what I'm sharing, please rate and leave a review so that other nature lovers can find me too. And lastly, follow me on Instagram at The Nature Codes for more inspiring free content, as well as access to all of my programs.